Angela Deem once again found herself targeted by the 90-Day Fiancé fandom, and there's some real outrage over her behavior. The latest episode of Happily Ever After showed Angela finally confronting her husband, Michael. "I'll send me after flying to Nigeria unannounced to ask him about his personal Instagram page he set up without her permission." What followed was a brutal altercation between the two, and fans are so upset by Angela's behavior that they can't keep silent about it. When Angela arrived at Michael's home, she ripped pieces off his car and cursed at him until he emerged with members of his family. Angela then rushed Michael and began to push him, and it took Michael's family members and some of the 90-Day Fiancé production team to separate them. Angela, as well as her friend who tagged along, was eventually removed from the premises, but not before she told Michael she'd be back for the car that was paid for with her money. Angela justified her actions to the camera by stating her husband broke her heart, but fans weren't on board and many felt her actions were over the line. Angela stated ahead of this trip that she went to Nigeria to see if her marriage was still intact, or if she should move on to a new Canadian man named Billy, who she's been carrying on with over the internet. Billy didn't appear in the latest episode, but fans brought him up while criticizing Angela's motive to call Michael out. 90-Day Fiancé fans were quick to point out that Angela didn't do much talking or figuring things out, but instead flew several hours in a plane essentially to damage her husband's car. Angela ripped off Michael's license plates, in addition to some other damage, presumably so he couldn't drive it around town. If you watch 90-Day Fiancé, you know these types of stunts aren't uncommon with Angela Deem. She once flashed her breasts at Michael's aunt during an argument and even made various threats at other cast members in the past when they called her out for her treatment of Michael. This latest incident isn't surprising, but there are fans wondering why TLC continues to allow her on the series given her history of problematic behavior. Some fans also found it hard to sympathize with Angela's justification, considering Michael's side of the story. Michael claimed in a recent episode he only created his own Instagram account because he wanted to be an influencer like Angela, and she wanted him to stop working throughout the visa application process. One Redditor pointed out that, when it was all said and done, it doesn't seem like Michael actually did anything wrong, but the evidence is piling up with Angela. He hasn't done anything. She's just absolutely awful, and she's the one flirting online. I have no idea how he has put up with her aggressive and nasty behavior all these years. She's the one who told him he can't have a job. She's downright abusive to him. Raging maniac. One thing 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After viewers should note is a rumor that sprang up well before this season ever aired. The rumor indicated that Michael and Angela weren't actually romantically involved at the time, but mutually agreed to do the currently airing spin-off so that they could still be paid. Rumors, as always, should be taken with a grain of salt, but if this were true, it would better explain why Angela wasn't exactly trying to fix their marriage. In either case, it seems like many have grown weary of her antics, and it'll be interesting to see if TLC will eventually remove her from programming as it has with past participants. 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After airs on TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. Waiting a week for more drama with these storylines can be tough, but with so many awesome shows in the 2022 TV schedule, there are plenty of other options that can help make that wait easier to handle.
Ever since I signed I do to this man, everything went down here. He might be scamming me, so is that really who Michael is? And I just didn't see it?